He's not here. So we directly start with the Dr. Natarajan sir talk of spiritualism and leadership. Professor Natarajan sir?
Yes.
Sir, your talk, please.
हाँ सर वही कर रहा हूँ.
All the chairmen, ARC in the past and currently Dr. Prashant Bhavantle for remembering me and having me. And my talk is on, he told me, spiritualism and leadership. So I always quote Bhagavad Gita, that's what I follow. And a lot of patients think I know a lot, but I know only one shlok. This is the Karmanyadhikari Phaleshu Kadakshana. The main thing, the English translation I like best is, thy business is with action only, never with its fruits. So the problem is sometimes people say that do your duty, fruit is not yours, which I don't agree. You can, Krishna, I remember meeting Swami Chinmayananda from the Chinmaya Mission in 1977 when I was the student general secretary of Madras Medical College. He told me you can have aim sky high and not ceiling high. He said even though the ceiling looks high, you can reach. So he said if you want to do MA, you have to aim for PhD. If you want to do BA, you have to aim for MA. The reason is you have to always work with outstretched hand. So the second part of the shlok is, so let not fruit of action be thy motive, nor be thou to inaction attached. And unfortunately, this is what a lot of people don't understand. And I read this again and again, and only this one. And recently, I've started reading chapter 18 of, which is the last chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which actually gives revision of Bhagavad Gita. So I think the main aim is you should have an aim and keep working for it, but don't have the aim so low because you will achieve it one day. And after achieving, you don't know what to do. And whatever is my age now, I should retire, but I'm not retiring. I have a plan which I'll go to tell you. So wise leaders generally have wise counselors because it takes a wise person themselves to distinguish them. This is the, I think, spiritual leadership is a leadership style where the leader provides spiritual guidance to the employees, followers, or team members or to achieve various goals. So finally, you have to have a goal. And I remember clearly he mentioned you have to keep on pushing the goalpost so that you look for working further and further to achieve more and more. And a leader is intrinsically motivating and inspiring workers to create vision, value, sense of responsibility through spiritual guidance in order to foster a higher level of employee well-being. So being spiritual does not mean, I will just show you, is supposed to be selfless, inculcate kindness and integrity, always be ready to learn more, and develop the best possible way to convey your message gently and effectively, help others in the best possible way. The second part, during the fellowship, the fellows under me, nobody is here today, but they're all, the organizing secretary is my fellow, Dr. Anirudh Maiti. They all will tell, unfortunately I was not gentle, and that's why one of my fellows said, I put a picture of Master Shifu, removed the head and put my photo, and I didn't understand for long. Now recently I saw the movie 40 times, the monk who sold his Ferrari, and understood why he called me Master Shifu. So we have, as a leader, you should have vision. So you have to create hope, faith. That's what I do for the patients and for the team. Organizational commitment, so that will increase your productivity. Make difference. Life has a meaning. So everybody should. This is a standard question I ask people, and generally anybody, when I ask, in case they have not thought about it, what is your aim in life or goal in life? They don't know. They keep on telling, I want to be a good surgeon and I want to do service to people, which is because they hear all that, but that's not the real purpose of life. You have to see, you have to go dig yourself, and that's what is spirituality. If you have heard of Ramana Maharishi, he always said, he didn't talk much, but the American author wrote so much about him because he said, only question is, he questioned himself, is who am I? And the same thing he told any visitor who came to Tiruvannamalai, he said, who are you? So if you say you're Natarajan, he'll say that's your name. If you say I doctor is a profession, who are you? So he keeps asking, your son of so-and-so, your grandson of so-and-so, but still that's not the answer he says. You have to find out who are you. So this is an Indian Hindu monk, philosopher and spiritual leader, the Swami Vivekananda, whom I love him, I adore him, and I read from my childhood. And in my father's car, it was there, arise, awake, stop not until you reach the goal. And that's the same thing Swami Chinmayananda taught me. And he is credited with introducing yoga and Vedanta, the two Indian philosophies, to the Western world. And you have seen, I put an arrow. I actually wanted to dress like him and give something like extempore debate in the school, which was possible. But later in life, the commissioner of Mumbai Police told me that if you do this, you can be arrested because you are actually humiliating or a big personality. So I decided no. And when I went and met the chief of Belur Mutt, Ramakrishna Mutt, they had told me no, unless you do the course, that is a 3 years course, which is not eligible now because only brahmacharis before the age of 28, I think you can enroll, and 3 years of rigorous training. Amazing. Dr. Swami Vivekananda made rules for Ramakrishna Mission and Ramakrishna Mutt. Ramakrishna Mutt is for the monks who have to undergo rigorous training, shave your head, and also in the first 3 months, I think, I remember my Shankaranethala days, a lot of fellows run away because the work is tough and the chief is tough, that is Dr. Badrinath. So a lot of people have gone in depression and left the fellowship. And so that's because you can't face reality and you're suddenly coming from a government medical college to Dr. Badrinath's place where it was only discipline and work and nothing more. So I decided that I'll be a monk in the suit, but I keep cracking joke, and I think there's no harm as a monk to crack joke. So this is another constant inspiration for me, and this is all the time in my with me, and I carry with him what he talks. So he says, stand up, be bold, be strong, take the whole responsibility on your own shoulders, and know that you are the creator of your destiny. And he's also written a short, he's not written, it has been published by Ramakrishna, I carry with me. Thus spake Vivekananda, in which there is a 25 pages of thing of respecting women. And he says women have to be respected in India and we have to teach the world. And he talks a lot about giving responsibility to them, and he says, who are you to protect them? And I am happy Sandhya and all Aarti told me, who are you to teach us leadership development program, because I said something else. So I think that's right. And I also, today in the Mahashivratri I wrote, Lord Shiva is nothing without Shakti, that's Parvati. And so you have to stand up, be bold, be strong, take the whole responsibility on your own shoulders and know that you are the creator of your destiny. So Dr. Badrinath taught me 99% hard work, but I changed into, I'm not able to still find one word for hard work, because for laborers it's hard work. You saw them, they are sweeping the floor, carrying luggage, that's hard work. But when you love your work and do with passion, and that's what I did, morning 6:45 to night 1, and again 6:45 in the morning. Never we thought we should take rest. And sometimes he will give homework at night 1 and say, Nati, can I get it this by tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock? He'll ask. That means 6:45 you have to come, do the dressing, and then present to him at 8. Never we grumbled. And whatever, so many ideas we had, he used to smash it away by saying, this is not good, why not you refine? And that's how when I remember when I joined him, he said, I was because he had seen me as a college general secretary, so he said, your life will be under tube light. I said, no problem, and I'm happy that was my investment. Because, so here, this is Aurobindo, who was the inspiration for Dr. Venkatasamy, the founder of Arvind Hospital. And fortunately, I knew him from my childhood because my grandfather was an ophthalmologist in Madurai was senior to him, and then he created the Goval Trust, which made the Arvind Eye Hospital. First, he started only with 11 bed, and I have seen him as a professor of ophthalmology in Madurai Medical College, and my father worked as a tutor there. And 6:45 will go and sit in the OPD, and if Dr. Nachiyar comes late, he will ask, what happened? They lived in the same house. And he used to say, what happened today? Why are you late? Are you not well? Even though he knew she would have had fever or even she was carrying, he didn't spare her. So that's the same thing with Dr. Badrinath. I remember he told one of the consultant when she became pregnant and went on maternity leave, when is your holiday getting over, he asked. I mean, he's really a workaholic and a taskmaster. And in essence, Sri Aurobindo's teaching insists on transcendence into heightened state of consciousness and becoming better instruments for the divine force to work through. So that's what I tell all the patients. Whatever good surgery I'm doing, thanks to my mentor. But when I'm operating, I'm actually doing the yoga and the meditation, because meditation is focusing nothing. But here, you're focusing something on repairing the retina and intricate work. We have operated, I sometimes wonder why we operated 6-7 hours in the vitreous, which I don't know what I did. But now, same surgery I do in half an hour, 1 hour, maybe 2 hours. But I think concentration. So this is the secret of concentration. Swami Vivekananda said, he said, concentration is the essence of all knowledge. Nothing can be done without it. 90% of thought force is wasted by ordinary human being, and therefore he is constantly committing blunders. The trained man or a mind never makes a mistake, and that's how a good surgeon should be. And he also gives a lot of things, but one of the things is, herein is the difference between man and animals. Man has a greater power of concentration. The difference in their power of concentration also constitutes the difference between man and man. So compare the lowest with the highest man. The difference is in the degree of concentration. This is the only difference we should talk about, no caste, religion. And his speech in 1893, when he went and said, brothers and sisters, he got a standing ovation. And every year I go to Chicago, I go to the same hall. Glad, thanks to the United States of America, federal government has maintained that hall. Hall is empty, but they are kept it pick and span, well furnished. The same place I go and start and give a post like this, and I try to take photos and come. The reason is I admire him. I'm happy. That's called the Swami Vivekananda Marg in Chicago. He spoke in 1893. He lived 39 years of life, and I think till the age of 18 he was playful, and that's what I remind myself. At this age also I am playful. So encourage a sense of purpose, create a shared vision and meaningful work that speaks to team members' core beliefs and objectives, promoting a sense of purpose and fulfillment. So that's what you have to find. And here, this is my teacher who followed Swami Adi Shankara, and this is also he operated the Chandrasekhar Swamigal, who lived 99 years. He had lost his one eye and did his cataract in 1974. And then he created the empire and the first ophthalmic hospital in India to transform the American technology to India, and that's Shankara Nethralaya. So this is the philosophy of Adi Shankara, which he followed. Let the word Shankara of Shankara Nethralaya ever remind me and my associate, His Holiness command that there be a missionary spirit in the project. Let the word Nethralaya constantly remind me and my colleagues that the place of work is an alaya, and work will be our worship, which we shall do with sincerity, dedication, and utmost love. And this is William Arthur said, and that's about, I every day talk about, that's the time is up. I thought Amrita is not there, huh? Time, you're ringing the bell, so
Yes.
can I?
Yes, because there are all the others.
Okay. The mediocre teacher tells, the good teacher explains, the superior teacher demonstrates, and the great teacher inspires, and that's my mentor. So every day I salute Mata, Pita, Guru, and Mitra, and Deva, and that's why Aditya Jyoth was inaugurated in an ordinary building, and then from there, so this leadership is not assertion of yourself. Leadership is the art of fulfilling the aspiration of everyone. The knowledge that unites love and wisdom, that uplifts the spirit is spirituality. The knowledge which gives you a broad vision and a big heart is spirituality. And this is the Param Puja Ranchoddas, who is the mentor for the Sadguru Chikichalya, and a true leader should have no attachment to family and friends. The prime concern of a leader should be dharma, the welfare of all living beings. You should not grieve for those who are not worthy to be grieved for. The wise grieved neither for the living nor for the dead. And Dalai Lama, all of us know, and Bible, and I quote all this. So this is my last slide. I'm like the Kung Fu Panda, and I realized you have Master Shifu and Master Ugwe, who told yesterday his history, tomorrow is mystery, and today is the present. In English, it's a gift of God. So I welcome you all to the International World Ophthalmology Congress, because I am the first office bearer of as a treasurer of the International Council of Ophthalmology. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the wonderful talk. And what we take message from your talk is that true leader is available everywhere, so either family or workplace or the society.